let's see about the opening titles.
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and
I'm terribly sorry, are we boring you? Oh, you're here now. We have your attention, do we? Oh, good. Hello there, welcome.
You're not a cat.
That's true. Hello there, welcome to the Flashing Blade podcast. Oh dear, I'm Siobhan. And in the year 2525, if man is still alive, if woman can survive, they may find a dog doing barking. Oh, very dear. Yes, let's meet the co-hosts. Yo, Retta in chat already. Wonderful. Let's meet the co-hosts. Down there, we've got Brian. Can't you speak? Is your voice gone? What's the matter?
I just said hello.
Oh, right, okay. Brian's got his cat with him.
Yeah, I got a cat.
Hey, show the cat. That is a magnificent cat.
That is a 17-year-old cat that could take any cat half his age.
Oh, dear. That's lovely. Had a good week, Brian?
Yeah, I have.
Cool.
It hasn't been bad.
Cool.
We had our game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We brought in a new player.
Sorry, I'm just watching you adjust your camera. This is great. Right, yeah. Yes, new player. I don't think much of her, quite frankly. We need to get rid of her. I'm terribly sorry. I mean, she hardly said 2 words. It was dreadful. And then there's Dominic, who's here.
Hello.
Hello, Dominic, dear. What sort of week have you had?
It's been a busy one, that's for sure.
Has it?
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine why.
things could be said finally, and I
Tell
could
us.
be.
Tell us.
Okay. Well, for the benefit of those who haven't heard, which I assume is still a lot of people.
Yes.
I hope it's still a lot of people. It is going to be. I've got a position as an assistant producer on Big Finish's upcoming Doctor Who Peladon box. That I've been working on that for past few months now, and it's been one of the best experiences I've ever had in relation to Doctor Who, and it's really something. It's truly something.
They're lovely people there, aren't they?
They are extremely lovely. From everyone I've spoken to, from John Dorney to David Richardson, Robert Valentine, they're all amazing people, and it is a privilege and an honor to be able to interact with them on that work basis, let alone on a personal basis as well, because it's just nice to interact with people who I've admired for a very, very long time. It's weird. It is weird. And just having Nick Briggs say welcome aboard is just like, holy hell. Boy, oh boy.
I really badly want to give you a hug right now. Listen, as it's Peladon, I mean, they're taking a risk from what I gather. You might be able to tell us more about it. I hear they're recasting Agador and getting John Culshaw in to do him.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Cat?
What?
I had a cat attack.
Oh, no, not the cat. No, not the cat.
This is the negative version of Brian's cat.
Currently,
Aww.
my cat is sitting here tripping balls.
Oh, you catnipped.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I gave him a catnip trout,
Of course.
and he's just sitting on the desk seeing the colors.
No, obviously I'm mucking around about the whole Agador thing. And we appreciate you cannot tell us anything.
Yeah, I am contractually obliged not to say anything in regards to the cast.
Well, that's fair enough. Well,
Apart
we know
from, of course,
David Troutman.
David
Apart from
Troughton,
they're
yeah.
lovely people and you enjoy working
I
with
have
them.
to admit, I'm slightly intrigued. If this is set after Peladon, the Curse of Peladon, I don't confirm or deny anything, Dominic.
I'm not.
I'm intrigued
We want to be really surprised because
I'm
we
in-
will review it.
because I think she's still alive. The original voice of Alpha Centauri, Yvonne Churchman,
That
because
is
she
indeed her
voiced
name.
Alpha Centauri in the Mars one, the Capaldi Mars story that I can't remember the title.
Empress of Mars.
Yes, thank you. But I'm just wondering who's going to voice Alpha Centauri this time, because that is a really particular voice.
Hmm.
That's going to
Definitely, it is that's the thing. Alpha's got a very distinctive voice, and obviously, I know exactly who's doing what.
Don't
I'm not going to say anything, of course. Not even going to give you a hint. So sorry. But
Fair.
what
Don't give us
I-
a clue because we don't have one anyway.
But everything about this box set that I've witnessed is just stellar. And please remove the cat if it's.
I'm going to have to.
See, this is why he's over there and I'm over here. Because when he trips balls, he gets bitey.
You don't bitey. No, bitey bad.
Young Sean McKenna, child of this parish, is in chat, and it leads us to ask, where the hell is your old man? That's uncanny.
Right on
The
you.
That's
devil and he shall
uncanny. He's done this
appear.
bit to me before. He has. We've just mentioned it, and boom, he's there. Oh, look at
there he
the
is. Look at
state
him
of
with
that.
The sunglasses and everything. That is quite a look. It comes straight out of Train Spotting.
Choose life, Eddie. Choose life, man.
Nah, it's overrated.
Hello, dear. How have you been? Had a good week.
Sunny. We've had sun in Scotland. It's glorious. It's hot.
It's the end of the world.
It's not natural. It's not normal.
No, totally
It's not
agree.
normal at all.
I went out earlier this week, and the sun caught my arms, and I suddenly realised I am translucent. I am that pale. Which I'm quite
but
happy
we don't.
about.
I'm not choosing life. I'll choose pipes.
Hey, it's the pipe.
There you go.
It's the pipe. We've already congratulated Dominic, but feel free to. Oh, he hasn't
hasn't
heard
heard.
your news.
Oh, he hasn't heard.
No, he hasn't
Oh
heard
my
it.
goodness.
No, not at all.
Wow. Then
Don't tell him.
that is
Don't tell him.
actually quite. What? No, I'm going to tell him.
No, don't tell him. No, let
I won't
him
tell him.
stew.
No, I don't want to let him do.
You beat your own drum, Dominic. You tell me if you want to tell me.
Yeah. So basically, with the big finish, I am the assistant producer on the new Peladon box set.
I was reading about the Peladon stuff during the week. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
there. Yeah, it's nice.
So
It's-
are
it's
you the
worth
Big
it.
Finish intern?
and I'm not the social media one. Good God, no.
I want to know who that is because I want to shake their hand.
Same actually.
They're doing a great job.
They're doing a magnificent job. I mean, I haven't seen social media marketing that good in
Quite some time.
actually, I don't. Yeah, I don't. In a long time. But yeah, it's very good.
This is exciting. So that's the stuff with Patrick Troughton's son is doing the Emperor of Peladon.
King
David,
Peladon.
yeah.
King Peladon of Peladon.
Peladon.
There you
Peladon
go.
of Peladon.
Excellent. Congratulations.
I don't know if the writers have been announced, but I suspect if anyone's going to have been asked for that, Gary Russell might have been. Don't confirm or deny.
the writers were announced.
Oh, that's all right. Was Gary in there?
No.
I'm surprised. Gary's got a thing about Peladon.
Yeah. I mean, the four writers that have been given the roles were very, very talented.
Oh, God,
So,
yes. I wouldn't
obviously-
expect anything else.
Yes, yeah.
I'm just surprised that Gary's not in there
They're all-
on the ground floor.
They're all
And
very.
he wrote a
well,
wonderful new adventure, which
I
took
think it has.
the Seventh Doctor back to Peladon 50 years after the Monster of Peladon, so 50-year increments. And that's the one where Peladon left the Federation.
Well,
It's,
that's the thing, actually. Yeah, has Gary done
I think
any?
he muted, love.
Oh no. Oh.
I can hear you. I can hear you fine.
Oh.
We can hear you.
Hang on a moment. No.
Has the cat
Oh.
unplugged you?
Oh my word!
We're living up to our
Excellent news,
impossibly
Dominic.
high
Thank you.
standards today.
Must be really exciting.
Oh,
chuffed to bits.
very, very
Chuffed to bits.
exciting. For the interest, the names of the writers are public interest, so I could just tell you all if you'd like.
Yes, go on, plug
please,
it. Go on, quick.
Yeah,
Come on.
so obviously, the first one, the Ordeal of Peladon, is written by Jonathan Barnes. The script editing, obviously by Robert Valentine. The Poison of Peladon was done by Lizzie Hopley.
That's a new
That's
name.
another one, yeah.
That's good.
Death of Peladon was written by Mark Wright. and-
I know Mark from old times.
Very lovely. And Truth of Peladon by Tim Foley. Another very, very lovely person.
Well, Mark wrote, The Underling Incursion, that we absolutely loved. That's a recent third Doctor
Oh,
set.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
raved
Yeah.
about that. Dear God,
Yeah.
we raved about it. Well, you take our love with you, basically.
Yeah,
We're
cannot
really
be
happy for you.
happier for you. This is fantastic, man.
Thank
and it's
you.
deserved.
Well
frankly.
deserved.
Yeah.
Well deserved. Yep.
It is.
Uh,
However,
I
now
take-
we've got two of the co-hosts of the Flashing Blade working at Big Finish. What about Auntie?
Nepotism as is.
No.
Well, you still have to
I
get
would
Nick
never,
Drake on the
ever
show.
dream
That way
of putting you
can
in that
truly
position.
proposition for a job.
Don't worry, it won't happen.
My goodness.
Oh,
When does Peloton drop, or can't you say?
January 2022.
January. Okay. So Christmas money can be spent.
Yeah.
yes.
Put your
Yes.
pennies away and buy it in January.
Yes, time to return to Mount Magrasha. I know my Peladon too.
You really do. Ooh, scary.
Mm.
I had to watch them during the process, and it was nice to revisit them, actually.
Well, Monster of Peladon, unfortunately, everything's a bit tired by then, and Pertwee really looks tired. There's no two ways about it. But Curse of Peladon's an absolute joy.
I mean, you could say that for a lot of season 11, really.
Yeah, it's a
so-
very tired season, but
Yeah.
it still won the award for the script.
Yeah. Who knows how it works out? But yeah, I feel like the death of Roger Delgado did hit him a lot. So
And that and Katie leaving.
and Katie, of course, leaving. So it's
Anyway,
understandable, really.
there's other stuff we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about very quickly. We are going to give a plug to the Doctor Who community show. The YouTube channel is Jack Reeves, Reeves, and from what I gathered, Jack's been a little bit missing the Doctor Who fan show, and I don't blame him because the Doctor Who fan show was absolutely brilliant. We loved it. It's exactly what we needed. He's decided to do a show which is going to highlight fan endeavours. Things like, for example, Dominic's own series and the whole Purple Doctor thing, and everything else like that, as well as other podcasts and this, that, and the other. I have told him about the Blade. I don't know if he's going to
Other
mention us at all. He might run a mile in the other direction.
Aw.
He's watching in Twitch, and then he'll run a mile in the other.
But this is a great idea. His pilot is up on his YouTube channel. Needs to calm down a little bit. Nervous energy was there, but I think with support, it's going to do really well. It's a good
Got a
thing.
marvelous ethos behind it, and I really, really love what he's trying to do with it, because I think the fandom really needs something like that to bring everyone together in the community of sorts, and just be a nice base to see what is creative about the Doctor Who community and what they are doing.
I mean, it can't cover everything because there's just too
No,
much.
no,
but
too much
it'll,
to cover, but-
it'll just do what it can.
Yeah, can try. I mean,
It'd be that to
I
the
think
crack
there's
of doom
yeah.
otherwise. Come out until the pickles run out.
oh my god.
We're out of
Right.
pickles.
So that was that. There was Dominic's news.
Wait. Let's cover the important thing. We're out of
Yeah,
pickles.
pickles.
No, I said until the pickles run out.
So we still have pickles. There are pickles.
there are
still,
pickles.
Thank
However, there
That-
are a
that's
finite
fair.
amount of pickles.
This fella that runs this podcast is he into jazz music. The reason I ask, I always feel that our podcast is like the freeform jazz of podcasts.
Oh, you mean
Who
a
knows where
mess?
it goes? No, freeform jazz. Great.
So yeah, what you're basically saying is we're riffing the whole time.
Yes.
Talking of which, I need to make a
That's why
cigarette.
it works.
Great.
Great.
Really great. We need to make an announcement about next week's show. An announcement and an apology.
All in one.
All in one, yes. Long term, what kind of pickles? Sorry, Retta has just asked in chat. I don't know. I
bread and
don't like
butter.
pickles.
Pickled onions. Pickled onions.
Pickled onions are nice.
Brooklyn pickle.
Hang on, let me
pickles.
think. Where's the quote from? Warriors Gate. Yep, it was pickled onion. I'm pretty sure it was a pickled onion. Romana fed it
pickled
to the
onion.
doctor with chopsticks, which, quite frankly, was a feat to see. Yes, for long-term sufferers of this show, we've mentioned every now and again Spanky, a friend of ours, initially
It's
from...
not happening, is
well, he's a gaming friend, and on Saturday nights we played the role-playing game with him, which you can see on the YouTube channel, and we do stream it. We've managed to persuade him for one night only to come on to the Flashing Blade.
Ooh.
This is going to be an experience. I just hope I don't build him up too much and the pressure gets to him. But Spanky is truly special. I'm going to have to try to rein in his swearing and some of the other things he says. Saturday nights, the role-playing game, at, hands off, go for it. But this is the show, and we've got to be a little bit more careful, I think. However, I do get to say bollocks an awful lot, which is quite nice. Yeah, so Spanky's going to be on next week, and so I can tell you that we're watching Resurrection of the Daleks next week.
Nice.
Peter Davison's story, Series 21. Oh, hello, Eddie's getting his notepad out.
Oh, how could I forget?
So there's that. The Blake 7 episode countdown, which, if I remember rightly, is Avon Heavy. I think, if it's the one I think it is. There's an ointment. Sorry, I'm just... don't know what's coming out for Big Finish next week. I have to wait and see. If there's something, there's something. If there isn't something, there isn't. And another Doomwatch episode, which I haven't got the title to quite just yet, but it'll be a Doomwatch episode. So, yeah, and hopefully we're going to try and get Spanky to be able to see, or certainly Resurrection of the Daleks. I was trying to think of something, because you chose Peter Davison, Brian. And
Yes.
I've just been trying to go through there, something that you'd want to actually show someone like Spanky, something a little bit... But we've done Earthshock, we've done Caves of Androzani. The only one still sticking out there is Resurrection of the Daleks, and the trouble with that is its plot is a bit of a mess. So, and there's a lot of continuity in it as well. I'm just hoping he doesn't flounder with it. I have to wait and see. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be crying by the end of it. I curled up in a little ball, rocking backwards and forwards.
Well,
but
knowing Spanky, he will probably go through and do his homework on Resurrection of the Daleks.
I'm trying to think
Like
where
look
he can
it up
see it.
on classic. I don't know. It would probably be BritBox.
You get Who on
Brit
BritBox over there, don't you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem we've
Oh, yeah.
got here is, does Banky have BritBox?
I believe there is a 7-day trial. I'm not sure.
All right, we'll have to
That
sort
is-
that out, you
that
and
is-
him. Because that'd be good. So, yeah, you got that to look forward to next week. I don't know how well it's going to go. It could be a complete disaster. But,
Well,
Sure, it'll be
I
fine.
found out this week that a friend of my wife has a young son called Luca, who loves Doctor Who, and mentioned that, oh, Eddie does a podcast on a Sunday night. I will let Angela know that Luca should join if he wants to watch it. Not next week, possibly the week after. So
Probably wise.
a, 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 mental note.
How
Do you
young of a
think it's
son?
wise? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What sort of age are we talking about? Because occasionally the front slips
He
and we
can get a
do.
little.
Look, I must be
Risque.
about 12, but must be about
Oh,
12 now. So
Oh,
Well, get his mum
that's
to
fine.
watch an episode. They're on YouTube, and
He's already out
basically say,
swearing,
"Look,
you know.
that's what I was actually thinking. But I'll
She
get her to
can
watch
make her
not
own
this
judgment
next
then.
week's, but not next week's.
Bopey, it's an unction you're after. It's a good word, that unction. Don't you think? Look at him there. Suck. I've got to get a pipe. There's a reason
okay.
for getting it. Not to make me look brainy. But when I give up smoking, which, like I say, I'm waiting to go through the tobacco and everything I've got, because otherwise it's a waste. But after that, I've stopped. But it seems to be lasting forever now. I'm going to get myself a pipe, because you're going to need something to suck on. And I think, yeah, exactly. That's a very nice pipe.
I'm so happy you said this during the show here and not the RPG.
Yeah, that could have gone very, very wrong.
Yeah, that would just.
Yeah. Now, look, we've got people watching. I'm so sorry, people. Have you clicked on here by mistake, by any chance? We've come on holiday by mistake. Tell you what, let's do this. Let's do what we came here for. And now, from the worlds of BBC Television's Doctor Who, it's Doctor Who. No, it isn't. It's the titles again. That's 2 weeks in a row I've done that. Bollocks. I'm old and crap. That's the only reason I can think for me doing that. Yes, anyway, what were we looking at? Oh yeah, a fourth Doctor Who, possibly. I don't know, take your pick. And his plucky girl assistant, the second Romana Dratulander, and as the second K9, with the wrong voice. Well, they picked up a distress call because a space passenger liner, has crashed into another ship. Now, to be fair, the space line was off course and coming out of hyperspace, and the other little ship was in a restricted area. However, both ships have merged by use of very clever CSO and Quantel and that sort of stuff. It's Nightmare of Eden, Series 17, script edited by Douglas Adams, produced by Graham Williams, directed by the same man who directed The Time Warrior, which we looked at a couple of weeks ago. Annoyingly, after I'd announced this, the next thing, Toby Hadoke's thing came at Happy Times and Places. He's looking at Nightmare of Eden. So if you want, if you want to probably hear a lot more stuff about Nightmare of Eden, become a patron of Toby's, and you'll get early access to all sorts of lovely, wonderful things. Yes, this is right at the end of Series 17. What money they have because of inflation has been just sucked away, funneled away, quite frankly. So they do the best they can. The story itself is really good. There's no two ways about that. It's essentially a drug running story. With a mystery at its heart. The monsters, yeah, fair enough. Could have been better. I mean, what do we got? We got bad mandrills, mad bandrels. That's how I recognise them. You've got to have a system. So, Nightmare of Eden. Who wants to go first?
I'll jump in quickly.
Go on then.
It'll be
Go on. Go on.
It will be a quickie.
Ooh.
This one was really it was a thing. I watched it. I watched it at the start of the week.
That was something that happened.
Yeah, and I'm glad you gave a recap because I'm really struggling because I didn't take notes. I've given up taking notes because they just get in the way.
I've never taken notes. I wouldn't worry.
No. And it was a case of, so we have very, what's the word? So we've got the the mystery element in terms of the drug dealers and that was solvable in about the first 2 minutes. We've got the usual thing around. Well, it was. Come on, let's.
No. You've just made me think something.
Oh, go for it. You go. Share your thoughts.
Yep. Hang on. I've got to get this right. Hopefully. Keep your fingers crossed.
You're crossed.
All right.
The special effects.
Yep, we're going to have a special effect.
Uh-oh.
One ding. They speak in a German accent. Two dings.
The fella.
We still speak in a German accent. Why are we talking in the German accent? Well, you understand, don't you, Doctor?
German
Trist.
at points. Yes, it was German at points. Then kind of became a bit Dutch. It was.
Yeah, it's a magnificent accent. One of Doctor Who's greatest.
Yes.
Nobody possibly could be offended because
my
nobody will be able to pinpoint exactly what accent he's
What it
doing.
was. It was like a Dutchman accent. Dutchman isn't, but German, but Dutch, but
uh,
Icelandic. Yeah.
It's okay. He was stripping balls.
He
Great
wasn't.
glasses, though.
He wasn't, though. And that's just it. I mean, he might have been at the pub with Tom at lunchtime, but and it is season 17. Anyway, sorry. Carry on, please.
Oh, so we had that, and the guy's glasses were great, but it just felt a bit tired.
yes.
It just,
yeah.
Yes,
I
that's fair.
liked those glasses.
That's
It
fair.
just felt a bit tired. K9 wasn't K9. So what happened to John during this?
And he went off to do other things, and they got David Brearley in. And then for the last series, the next series, Series 18, they got John back, saying, look, we are going to be getting rid of the dog. So, yeah, but you're right. It's not
just put the
K9, is it?
hashtag. Yeah, I have to hashtag this one, not my K9.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. And I feel sorry, I don't think David Brearley's with us anymore. But I mean, it's a difficult thing to come in and make it his own. And
Yes.
some people really like that one. Fair enough.
No.
Honestly, if they blew up
Lisa-
K9
has to be
before
Lisa.
and this is a new K9, I could get behind it, but it just
He had
doesn't.
laryngitis.
Uh-huh.
He
He's
had
a
laryngitis.
robot.
Out, don't they?
Yes, that's exactly what the doctor said. You're a robot. What
Yeah.
do you need laryngitis for? But when he came
Exactly.
after he got over the laryngitis, his voice was changed, and oddly, his personality.
The mandrels in this. Yeah. Do you know what? They were very reminiscent of Maya, one of Maya's incantations during Space
Space
1999. except-
1999, Series 2.
No.
No,
1919. Aye. It's that song from the 80s. Sorry, it was in my head.
Paul Hardcastle.
Paul, that's the one. So it was. No, I didn't mind those. It's not a special. It's not a memorable episode of Doctor Who. It's not Doctor Who at its best. It's not the worst.
No, but it's solid in itself. And like I say, the story, fair dues. It's a bold story for a kids' TV show. And it shows the effects of drugs and the bad side of drugs as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fair dues.
But again, it was so. You kind of set the scene that kind of puts a lot of it in context. It's the end of the season. Budgets are probably running late. Was this during the whole industrial action debacle as well during this?
I don't know because
would be just before, wouldn't it?
Nymon still got made, and Sharda they started to make. There may have been the odd hiccup, but I think possibly I didn't mention this. Alan Bromley had a breakdown whilst making this. The
Right.
director. So, yeah, a lot of that possibly brought on by trying to direct Tom.
I blame the German accent.
Is it German or is it Dutch?
In Dutch.
Well, we just don't know. Hello, you Sammy. Nightmare of Eden, Series 17, Tom Baker story. There we go, you see? Look, interacting with chat. This is good. Yeah.
I feel kind of really indifferent to it, which is a kind of strange feeling for. You know me, if I really don't like something, I
you
can
say, yeah.
be pretty vocal about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one I just feel just indifferent. I don't. I don't dislike it. It's not best Doctor Who, but I think a lot of what you've just called out there kind of puts into context, Siobhan.
But you're right, it feels tired.
Is.
It does feel tired. I was looking at it. I mean, what did June Brown say? She said she had a look at Tom's Series 17 costume and just looked at it and thought, this has not been looked after at all. And
Oh no, it's badly damaged at that point, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. I mean, Sharda, the scarf is in a terrible state.
Oh yeah.
It's a special scarf all its own. If you've been to the Doctor Who scarf group on Facebook, God, those people, they're magnificent. Counting how many stitches of what colour, of what sorts of and they're doing it from photographs or occasionally actually seeing the original prop. Fair dues. Fair
Much
dues.
like the old cosplayers that did like Star Wars and stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a photo doing the rounds of a fairly young girl dressed as a rebel pilot, and there was no photographs for her to base it on. Wouldn't it just that she'd remembered it from the film or something?
Yeah, she went to see the movie so many times. It's like, I can make this.
I have a lot of respect for not just for Doctor Who COD players, but cosplayers in general. The sheer amount of talent involved and imagination.
Yes.
It's wonderful stuff. It really is.
Nothing more rewarding than building your own scarf. Trust me.
I have people to do that for me. However, I do need help to
I
put the
bought mine
Series
at
18
ET.
scarf. Well, to deploy the Series 18 scarf. It's 26 foot long. It's made from British Lion Brand suede. It's heavy.
It is the proper one.
You've
is
met
a
my
beast.
scarf.
Yeah. It is a beast. I mean, I'm glad mine is not as long as that because I think I would probably overheat and die.
Ready.
So
Fair enough. I would get one on mine now.
26 foot long would be here all night.
Yeah, I know. Well, I can't do it on my own. It needs a staff of very qualified people.
You have people to put on your scarf.
Yes, yes.
That's what the big stars are really like. They got the people to put on.
They
that
get people to
scarf.
do it for them.
This is why I haven't worn it for quite some time now. Anyway, Sheila Lofthouse knitted it for me. She was listening to the old audio podcast and she knitted it for me. And she didn't charge me a penny. She wanted to see if she could do it.
oh wow.
And I was absolutely blown away, quite frankly. Sheila, I love you. Still. I really do. Because that is a magnificent scarf. I've got the Series 15, both Series 15 ones.
Oh.
So you got the
Impressive.
thinner, shorter one, which doesn't actually loop round the neck, just hangs on the neck. And you got the thicker, wider one from, Invasion of Time, for example.
Yeah.
And Underworld. I've got the Series 17 one, and I've got the Series 18 one, and I've got the Series 12 one.
Right,
Something's not right with me, I think.
No. don't
Hang
say
on a
that.
moment, don't you dare laugh at me, Brian. Mr.
I'm agreeing.
Plastic
I'm not
fantastic.
laughing at. I'm agreeing. I have a plastic addiction that is well documented.
Yes.
In fact,
yes,
earlier
it is.
today I was covered in plastic shavings. Okay.
What you get up to in your private life is down to you, but please don't bring it into the public view.
Just saying, some people like plastic shavings all over their shirt.
Yes. Things.
Right.
They're
Good.
bits and bobs. Yeah.
Dominic, you got any memories of the Nightmare of Eden? Because you didn't know to watch it. but-
Haven't had a chance, but I remember watching it years ago because I did. I remember watching specifically the Doctor Who in Twitch marathon, and
yes.
I really enjoyed it then to an extent, but at the same time, it wasn't the most memorable of the season of the Graham Williams era in general, to be honest.
That Twitch chat must have gone nuts with Trist's accent. Because
It
that
feels-
first,
yeah.
that first
Still
Twitch
doing
marathon
that?
was joyous.
It
was just
really
a
was.
party.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
The atmosphere for that one was just. We could do something like that again, to be honest.
I agree. The trouble is, I mean,
Yeah.
when they ran it again, the Not My Doctor crowd got in on it.
Yeah.
And
they
fandom
didn't ha-
needs to heal somehow from this.
Yeah, it didn't help that it was all very much more condensed in the second run, and yeah, it just wasn't as fun. But at the same time, it was a great experience. My main memory, of course, being a cosplayer, is seeing Tom's brown velvet coat absolutely shredded, and I was just like, wow, oh, that's depressing.
Yep, that's fair. Hang on a second. Something's about to fall out of the sky. Why have you put the hat on, Eddie? What are you about to
wearing
say?
it for- I'm wearing it for the Not My Doctor crowd. I'm not wearing it for myself. They're not worthy, so I'm wearing it for the Not My Doctor crowd. So sorry to interrupt, Dominic, but I just thought they deserve it, not me.
I mean,
Thank you.
the best way to
think-
show that would not be directing it towards yourself, my friend. But
Oh no! I've I am wearing it in their behalf.
Wait till
I-
you see
I
what we're
disassociate.
wearing at Hooverville this year.
Oh, yeah.
my, what are you wearing?
Wait and see.
Just
Oh,
wait.
boy.
We've got plans, don't we, Eddie?
Oh god.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I need to
Definitely.
get one too.
Yeah, very much so.
I need to. Yeah, it's going to be the official dress code now.
It is indeed. That is the new subtitle to the show. The Flash and Blade podcast was the podcast that likes a nice cup of tea. Now it's the Flashing Blade, unworthy of the diamond logo. Perfect. Oh dear. Brian, did you watch Doctor
Yes.
Who this week?
I did.
Yay, you!
Yeah. No, I liked it.
Oh, cool. I mean, I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
This one, I get where you're coming from. That it seems a bit tired and everything. I wasn't a fan of the new K9 voice.
Yeah.
But it still had Tom and Lala. And
Oh, Lala.
exactly.
Do you think
Shall
she'll
we
ever
pause
marry
here
me?
for an awkward moment?
Do you think she'll ever marry me? She's
No.
moved to Hong Kong. Oh, why the hell is she
Oh
moved
my
to Hong
word.
Kong?
She's moved to Hong
What?
Kong.
You moved to Hong Kong?
I do believe so. Oh, was it
Oh
Japan?
my word.
I can't remember.
I mean, Hong Kong's kind of dangerous these days.
Yes, it is.
That's a fair distance away from this particular island. Good lord.
Yeah, but with the internet, there's no distance at all, is it?
True.
And she's
True.
directing now.
I just directed for quite some time.
Well, I'm just saying she moved from acting to directing. And
She's
From what
also
I hear,
an
she's very
excellent
good.
illustrator as well.
oh, I did not know that.
Hmm.
She did play a great vampire in Vampire Circus.
See, I knew you'd go there. I bloody knew you'd go there. You prevert.
She played a great vampire in Vampire Circus. That's about.
Right?
Right?
It's starting to sound like a car trying to start up. So come on, Night Irving, do more talking. You haven't finished yet.
I like how she had all the answers, and the doctor's like, "Could you put this machine back together in about 5 minutes?"
Well, the thing is,
I'll need a screwdriver.
the Doctor's great. He gives it away in one of the episodes. I can't remember. He's talking to Diamond. No, he's talking to Rig, the captain of the liner. And he's going, well, why are you here? Me, I'm just here to have fun. And that's what it is. We will do the next story, Horns of Nymon, at some stage.
We already did it.
Eddie, did you do Horns of Nymon?
I think we have, yes.
I can't remember which ones we've done and which ones we haven't.
I'm sure we have.
This is what we
75
get for
shows. It
jumping
can't be
around.
helped.
This is what we
that-
get
that-
for
that-
jumping around. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you kept it the same, just do an ongoing thing, it would get a bit dull.
it would be.
This way, we
Long
also
jazz.
cater for different fans of different Doctors.
This is true.
And it's, but did you? I mean, you said you enjoyed it. It was a gentle.
loved it.
Yeah. What about you, Eddie? Did you actually enjoy it, or was it a case of did that happen? Oh, he's pondering.
He's thinking.
He's thinking.
I didn't dislike it. It's just I think what I was thinking is I think put it in context. You have been spoiling us with a lot of really good Who stories over the last few weeks. So I'll let me just possibly say that maybe it's an instance that I've been spoiled. No, like I said, that I've watched a lot worse Doctor Who than this. It's okay, but
It's
It's
standard
not my
fare.
favourite.
It's standard fare Doctor Who.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chunky.
I've
Fair
just realized what Eddie needs for that pipe.
Oh, bubbles.
Bubbles.
Oh, really? It's worrying me.
Just
Fools
bubble,
seldom
bubble.
differ.
Believe it. That
When he first mentioned it, I sent him a link to bubble making pipes.
We'll make a pub.
It it was a hope. So next week's Resurrection of the Daleks. I hope we've covered that Underworld Nightmare of Eden thing in great detail for you. Yes, Resurrection of the Daleks. That's going to be a fun one. Right. We did
Very
listening,
joyful.
so you don't have to. I'm not sure that's how it works, to be honest with you. But anyway, Out of Time 2, the new Big Finish play. It's not a box set. It's, I think it's just an hour-long CD, jobby, if I remember rightly. The seventh. What the hell's happening there? The fifth Doctor Who has gone to the Catacombs in Paris. He's missed the time he was aiming for, but that's normal. But there's Cybermen there. Anyway, at the same time, the 11th Doctor Who, played by David Tennant, is...
You mean the 10th Doctor Who?
11th.
10th.
11th. Don't
What?
forget
This
Captain
is
Grumpy.
before the regeneration, though.
Don't
You're
forget
doing it
Captain
that way.
Oh, yeah.
No!
Yes.
Oh, well, is
Oh.
it 12 then? Because the hand is number 11 then, so he's really 12.
Well, no. Tennant is number 11. The handy doctor, he's 12. Matt is 13, hence needing the new...
Oh, we're doing it the headache way.
I blame Stephen Moffat.
Oh, my work here is done. I'm so happy.
Stephen? Why, Stephen? Why?
I love it. I think-
Hey, Doctor,
good.
because the whole number convention thing doesn't matter.
and now we've got
Yeah.
Dr. Ruth. You know, it's...
Yeah.
I know, we're...
It's gone wrong.
However, I cannot bring
that's
myself
great.
to say
I-
Doctor Who. Just for the
that's
county.
that's how I get to sleep. I don't count sheep. I try and work out the Doctor Who numbering convention. Me off to sleep, lovely.
In the unit years.
Oh,
we're not going into unit dating, Brian. Stop that at once.
that's 1980 something.
That is just one massive paradox. We're not getting involved.
Speaking of paradox,
Matt Smith is the
what a
12th.
serious
You're
death.
wrong, Retta.
Oh.
Matt Smith is the 13th.
Oh no.
she rejects Stephen.
She
Stephen
rejects my
Moffat's
reality. Oh, living in the Matrix, are we? Okay. Anyway, yeah. So, Mr. Dr. David Tennant turns up. He's also in Paris. He's a bit off target as well. However, it seems that both of them sort of being there roughly the same days, there's a paradoxy thing happening, and it allows an alternate timeline to come through. Again, this is brand new. We're not going to give too much away. Mark Gatiss plays a French accent, I suspect. A lot better than if he just put on a beret and put a sticky moustache on. It was a
Nice to
subtle
see him
performance.
doing that, though.
It was a subtle performance, I thought.
I can see him doing the little pencil mustache that's sticky. you
Oh,
know?
well, I was
Pencil.
thinking Monty Python.
I'm thinking like the little pencil mustache.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a piece of tape. He just whips it off at the end of the performance.
Here's an interesting fact about Mark Gatiss. Every chair Mark Gatiss sits in gradually changes into a leather wing-back armchair, which somehow makes sure your face is always in shadow. Interesting fact about Mark Gatiss. Don't know how he does it, but he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Amazing, isn't it? So we can't give it. We're not going to say any more about the plot. Like I say, Mark Gatiss's performance is lovely, beautifully subtle.
Exactly.
There's also a time
lady
agent there.
time
We
agent.
can give that away because it's in DWM, and she's fun. Like to see
I
her again.
was really impressed with her American accent.
Yeah, fair dues. I'm not gonna. I
Really
can't
good
comment on that, but you can. So
It was a very, very good accent.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it a lot.
cyber voices, they're mostly cybersmen voices, and I think Nick needs to be just that bit braver with them a little bit, and try and actually start using some of the older voices. He does it for the Mondasian Cybermen. Occasionally, he has done it for the Tomb and Moonbase variants, sort of, but yeah. Because the Cybersmen, when the show came back, was based partly on 10th Planet and partly on the Invasion, at his go-to place. And I just said, no, come on, be a bit braver. You know, it's audio. You can be clearer than you would be on television. But anyway, that's a minor gripe, and it's just a personal thing. You know, I'd like to hear some older Cybermen. I mean, when I heard Spare Parts, I was dancing in the streets. That's back when I could dance. So let's start with Dominic. You haven't had a chance to listen to it.
No, I haven't had a chance.
Okay, so we'll start with Brian and go on from there. Come on, talk to me.
All right.
No plot.
So you got David Tennant and his father-in-law working together once again.
Mm-hmm.
After the first time they worked together was 2007.
And they referenced it when they met.
And they referenced it.
Yes.
Although it's very shadowy how they reference. But how? They did a Shatner how on it. And you could tell these two guys love working together.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very much so. And in fact,
Absolutely.
the script allows them to do that because
I'm
at the end, they both say they've had
David,
fun.
Georgina, Peter, and just go forth, people.
I'm waiting for
Here's
the
an
two of them
event.
to meet Jenny, the Doctor's daughter.
Exactly. That would be a perfect thing.
It would devolve into a family argument.
And I'm okay with watching
I'm
that.
fine with that as well.
What they
Dominic,
need to
who's
do,
your
right, hang
contacts?
on,
Come on,
10th
get this
Doctor,
working.
5th Doctor, Jenny, okay? And we'll say Carol Ann Ford, Doctor's
Ooh,
granddaughter,
Yeah.
Keep it in the family.
at Christmas.
Christmas dinner with the Doctor's family.
They've done something similar
That-
with Carol Ann
that-
Ford.
Hilarious and awesome to watch all at once. And having said that, I
I'm
love
looking
this.
over at Dominic.
I love this.
Oh,
audio.
please,
Dom-
stop.
Dominic's looking.
No,
away
I
from
don't have the
camera as if
power.
to
I
say
don't have
there's-
the power.
There's something happening.
He's
as if
stealing
he
our
knows.
ideas.
No,
That's
stop
what
it.
he's doing. He's stealing
Look, he's
our
writing it
ideas
down.
for Big Finish.
He's
He's a
writing it
plant.
Dinner
No,
with the Doctor,
no,
Dom.
not doing it.
Come on.
Not
Come
doing
on.
it.
Lexi,
Not doing
he's a
it.
plant.
He's
Here's an
texting
idea for you.
it. He's taking notes. Yes, we're influencing the universe.
No.
Okay.
Nope, I refuse this responsibility. It's not mine.
Sorry, Dominic.
It's okay. Wow.
Okay. I love this episode.
Oh, cool.
I love this entire story. However,
Yes.
there is a however.
There's a but.
These continuing crossovers between where the Doctor crosses over with himself.
Too much.
They used to be special. You know,
I've
the
raised this
once a
point
year,
myself, yes.
once a season, once a
Once
Doctor.
every 10 years.
Yeah. They used to be exceedingly rare and special. Now it's every other story.
Well, there's a new 6th Doctor box set coming out, and it has been announced. He meets Matt Smith's Doctor.
I thought it was 10 and
No, it's Matt Smith, so
10 and
it's,
6.
I'm assuming Jacob's going to be on duty. I'm guessing, which I don't have a problem with. And I have to admit, the thing is, I can see the pull of these multi-Doctor things. I agree with you, there's too much of it. But I can see the pull of seeing how the various different characters actually get on. For example, in this instance, the 6th Doctor and the 11th. How's that going to work out? Because the 6th Doctor is Mad Professor, bonky arms everywhere. Sorry, the 11th Doctor. The 6th Doctor, I get the feeling Colin's going to get exasperated quite quickly.
With himself, which
Yes.
is ironic.
Yeah.
Is the next one of these not going to be the 10th and meeting the 6th? I think. they're
Yeah,
working
that's
their way
what they
through it,
said
aren't
in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 meets 6.
That's the
Yeah.
Out of Time series. That's what this is.
they? Out of Time series. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the 6th Doctor box set.
Oh, okay.
That's coming up.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all right. We've solved we've solved the mystery. That's good.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It needs to go back to being special. Which I think that Christmas dinner idea would be perfect, Dominic.
Actually, what I'm thinking of is the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Doctors.
Sorry,
And
I was being subtle.
1st, 2nd, 3rd Doctors, Joe Grant, in a cosy 1-hour Christmas comedy based full of wit and the interaction between the 3 Doctors. Because I've always said this: the first 3 Doctors are the children. You've got the toddler throwing tantrums occasionally as Bill, which I've got a postcard of somewhere. I know where that is. You've got the naughty schoolboy in Pat. And then you've got the kid who's just become a teenager and everything is very, very serious. That's Pertwee.
Just a minute.
Hang on a second.
Eddie, are you disciplining? Are
Yes.
you disciplining Sean?
No, I have never, in the 23 years he's left, ever been able to get him to stick to a timeout. Now I've got the power. So I think that I'm going to try and do it.
Oh,
So you're abusing your moderator status, are you?
Doesn't everyone?
Yeah.
We'll see what Sean says if he comes back.
Well, in 600 seconds, we'll find out.
Dear God, power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah. But this was a fantastic story.
It was.
You
It was
could
fun.
tell the actors all really enjoyed working together.
Yeah, very much.
I
And again, this
actually
is
listened
another one
to
done in
the-
lockdown, I suspect.
Yeah, I actually listened to the commentary on this one just because of it all.
Oh, that's good.
And
Dominic, did you
Yeah.
enjoy the cover of
Really
this one when it was released?
it was very nice.
Nice cover, wasn't it?
I liked it.
Yeah, that's
Whoever
good.
did it, good.
Dominic didn't get a chance to listen to this.
No, no.
He's
I
doing
get it.
something else,
Rookie.
which we're not talking about. Eddie. Eddie, now
cover
you've
was lovely.
finished being a
I really liked the
megalomaniac. There's only room for one megalomaniac around here. That's all I'm
Right,
saying.
and
Yeah, that is true.
it's
That is
her.
true.
Yeah, no, I will crush your aspirations.
I know what place.
Between my finger and my thumb.
I crush you, crushing your head, crushing.
Yes, was that Kids in the Hall?
Yes.
Yes, I got the reference right. And did I hear right? They're remaking or they're making new ones?
I don't know. I thought I saw something about them doing a reunion, but I didn't know.
That was fun. It's sketch show, American sketch show. It's good fun. Right. Anyway, moving on.
Canadian, I think.
Sorry.
Canadian, I want to say.
All right, Canadian then. Fair enough. Eddie, you watched
Remember-
you listened to things, didn't you?
I listened to it, yeah, and it was one of these things. Where it was like it was finished before it really just flew in. I know it's just a short. It's just an hour long. It's not a box set, but it just went through by like that. I really enjoyed it. It's just the sort of thing that I think I was looking for from the Eccleston kind of introduction. It was just a romp. It was just people having fun. It was Davidson and Tennant obviously having a whale of a time doing this, and that was conveyed in how the story just carried on. Again, I'm not going to spoil it. It's a good kind of timey-wimey, to steal one of Tennant's kind of catchphrases. Exploration in terms of trying to outwit the Cybermen. And I loved it. It was just really, really good. And it just flew in, and it was a nice, good hour well spent. Again, I can't fault it. It was just a good bit of fun. The person who paid I'll get the hat ready because I've already forgotten what they're called. Time investigators. What's their face?
The time agent, Eddie.
The time agent.
You're getting this not just for getting it wrong, but for not working it out. Right, got a problem.
I was
here.
getting it.
We're wanting that one. There we go. There it is. There.
I
Yeah,
really
are you
hope
happy
they bring
now?
her back. Yeah, thank you. Yes.
That's all right. That's good. Yes, she deserves to come back.
And again, because she just, it was a nice little trio, and you know what? The thing about too many multi-doctor stories, I was thinking about that because I've been known to say that in the past as well. But I'm Scottish. I'm 50. My diet's terrible. I can't wait 10 years for another multi-doctor story. So I'll take as many as you can give me in the next 5 to 6 years.
Fair enough.
As long as they're this quality, I'm okay with it.
I have to admit,
Yeah.
I hope they get Chris in for a 60th anniversary. Now he's actually working
that
with
would
them.
be
It would be lovely because he won't do the. I doubt he'll do the telly, but he could at least do it on Big Finish. Now he's part of it. Anyway,
I would pay real money to see that.
before we move on, ladies and gentlemen, the saga of the fence.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's my reaction, but there's
Oh,
also
man.
tears as well. Oh, right. So, beginning of this week, Tuesday, because it's Bank Holiday Monday, I phoned them up and sort of said, look, you're going to need to send somebody out straight away. The gate part of the fence is now leaning out. It's on the footpath. Kids are running up and down. Someone's going to get hurt. Oh, I'll put it through as an emergency. Hooray! 24 hours later, nothing. Phone them up again. Oh, it got cancelled. Right. Okay. I'll raise another one for you. 24 hours later, nothing. Phoned again. Got told that she hadn't raised an emergency. She'd just made an appointment. So they did it again. And yes, a man came out and made it a lot safer, which I'm pleased about. I want to show you what it was like. I've finally got pictures. Where are we going from? That's it leading out onto the footpath. What else have we got? That's from the other angle. And then finally, that's looking through from when where they demolished the wall. I can't look after my garden. I fall over if I try before anybody says anything. So there we go. That's. Hi, Sean. Are you back? Don't worry, your father's abusing his power. It can't be helped.
He's at the gym, so I'm just curious to see how somebody can listen to this, participate in the chat. That's multi-talent. He gets that for his mother. Doesn't get that from me.
Ah, good. I'm glad you're here. He's abusing the power. Don't worry, I will make him suffer for this. Oh yes. So
We still have
He
to
doesn't
talk
even
about the
realise I
RPG.
banned him.
okay, don't know what big finish we're doing next week. We enjoyed our time too. That's well worth your pennies.
Oh, it's a cracker.
Yeah,
Absolute
it's
cracker.
light, it's fun, it's a romp, and you got Tennant and Davison on top form. What more do you
Yes.
know? Quite frankly. Right, Eddie, how's your lunchtimes been this week?
I made a point of not watching this at lunchtime. I made the point of watching it. I'm going to watch it at night time before I go to sleep.
How did that work out?
That
love?
was a mistake. That didn't work out.
right. Good.
That was a big mistake.
Ladies and
My
gentlemen.
God.
Sorry, please carry on, Eddie.
No, on you go. No, do your intros, because
Freeform jazz, huh? Okay.
yeah.
Right, we watched Doomwatch Project Sahara, where there's an ongoing investigation into a new pesticide, and it's all hush hush, but the pesticide just kills everything, a bit like in Extremis. Was it Extremis? No, the Pyramid one. Pyramid at the End of the World. I can't remember. Middle one of the Monk trilogy in PCAPS last year. My memory's shot to hell. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the trouble is somebody's interfering. Security. Now you got to remember, Doomwatch is an official government department. And so security, using a new system, have decided that the biologist that Dr. Quist got in and was hoping to take on as permanent member of staff is a security risk, as is Toby Wren. And basically what you've got here, it's not about Project Sahara per se. It's about Toby and this woman trying to bat their way through, being suspended, Quist going out to bat for them, and this time round being put in his place. I think it's fair to say. Yeah. So, Project Sahara. Who would like to go first? Did you get a chance, Tom?
No.
No? All right, mate. No worries. Adol, Fub, Wub, Eddie.
Like I said, this was a mistake to watch this before bed, because were men such bastards in the 1970s?
Apparently, yes.
I mean, Robert Pill's character, right? How could a petulant, spoiled, drunken, alcoholic, misogynist. I mean, it goes on, and this is one of the main heroes and protagonists in this show. I really, I didn't like this at all. I'm not a super kind of woke person, but it's just, it's really just it. I can see why possibly BritBox aren't picking this up, because the male characters treat the female characters terribly in it. It's just it's written by men, for misogynistic men, this is the only really character that comes off anyway near sympathetic at the end in this is the leader, Trist the leader?
Quist.
Twist.
Q.
Because
Quist.
at the end, it was he's at least it's the whole thing around computers are going to be doing analysis, and it's the whole thing around we reach the point where it's computers making all the decisions. Whoops, then that's going to be a dark day for humanity.
Yeah.
Whoops.
God help us.
Well, that's how
That'll
he
never
he
happen.
worked it out. The final decision had to be made, and he says, all right, I'll agree with the final decision as long as it's made by the police inspector instead of the computer.
Yep.
It's that kind of compromise position and being smart. And I like him. But any of the other male characters in this are just really terrible. And the female character in this as well. It's just
She's awful
they're all
too.
treated terribly.
She's awful too.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Oh, the entire this entire episode was inter-office thirst. That's what brought on the whole thing.
Mhm.
You got Rig, right? Rug,
Ridge.
Ridge.
No, that's not the one.
Trying to hit on anything in a skirt. Particularly this female biologist.
Mhm.
You have Ren, who anytime something goes wrong with his life, jumps into the bottle.
Yep.
And then tries to hit on the biologist, who they're all saying is hotter than, the asphalt outside in Scotland.
But
right
there's something wrong with her though, because she's keeping the men at
now.
the
Yeah,
distance.
she's keeping
And
them. There must be. Who are you keeping? Direct quote. Who are you keeping it warm for?
Yeah, yes, I missed.
How is this guy still able to form words? Why isn't his jaw broken by this lady yet? Because if I said that to anyone in my office, one, I'd expect to be punched. Two, I'd expect to be fired. What the hell?
Different
the
time, I'm
women-
afraid. Got to remember how long ago it was. It's practically 50. Well, it's
Yeah.
50 years.
It's kind of opened up my eyes. I mean, the female characters
it's
in this
40.
are written they're written terribly.
Oh yeah.
And
And on top of which, she's the guy she is keeping it warm for
50 years.
is a married guy who only goes to see her when he can get away from the wife.
Yeah, I've never got any
And he
patience
only
with
goes to
people like
see her
that.
because, and I'm going to spoil it. You ready?
It's a 1970s
black-
TV.
He's being blackmailed by the freaking Russians. Oh no, I'm sorry. By the Israelis? Or is it
I can't remember.
Arab League? One of those two, because this isn't a Russian
Oh,
one.
it was Syria and another country.
Israeli.
No, it wouldn't have been
No.
Israeli. Believe me, the Syria and Israel working together.
No,
No.
the conflict in this one.
Oh yeah,
It's not
and I
Russia
think
and
it was the Syrians and another country that wanted the details.
Yeah, they wanted the details
see-
against the Israelis, and it's like, okay, granted. Right now, that's kind of topical for
It was
what-
topical
what's
back
going on
then
in the- It's been topical since
for
1946.
far too long, quite frankly.
Yeah, way too freaking long. But I'm just
what's fascinating about this, though, Brian? Do you not think it's fascinating in terms of like this sort of stuff now, written by your Russell T's, your Stephen Moffats? We have came on leaps and bounds since the 1970s. Leaps and bounds.
thank God.
Aye.
Thank God we evolved.
Yeah.
This is horrible. I couldn't imagine being a woman in this world. I mean, I would be throwing right hooks every other day.
And this is remiss of me because I'm talking about showrunners and writers that are male, but we've got female writers that are doing this sort of stuff now. Apologies, I can't round them off. Maybe I'm a child of the 70s at heart, but this stuff is it's a fascinating watch to just watch this and come back. But like I said, watching this at night time, I'm watching that and I was fuming. I was like, why am I? It was like, this is Robert Powell in this. I mean, I've a lot of time for Robert Powell. I think he's great, but it's just the fact that you're reading this. Oh, I'm not. I'm gonna. It's just. I'm not gonna get upset again. It's just.
It's
the premise
television
of
from
this-
50
this-
years ago, Eddie. Don't get upset.
Oh, I know. I get.
problem is
I
it
get
keeps
upset about a lot of
repeating.
things.
It keeps
but-
repeating in history.
Yes,
The premise though of
unfortunately.
this.
Yeah.
The premise of this, though, the story and the whole thing around coming to terms with artificial intelligence, oh, great. The script around it, it was just, yeah, we have came along. We have progressed. We definitely have progressed.
Yeah.
We
I think
have
so.
progressed, but it keeps rearing its head.
No, you're quite right. I mean, there's people I see every day just like that, you know. However, to be fair, women are a lot stronger now as well.
Yes,
Doesn't
they
excuse
are
it,
allowed.
doesn't excuse anything, but
It doesn't excuse it, but there are more repercussions for that kind of behavior now than there were then.
no,
And-
that's fair.
Like I said, it would be totally acceptable now to expect someone who said, "Who are you keeping it warm for?" to get punched in the face than it did then. You see, you're doing the same thing I'm doing in the RPG to us here.
No. I'll tell you afterwards. I'll tell you after the show.
I still want to watch this though, right? And it's the whole thing because that's what I took from it. Again, great premise, written obviously of its time, but again, it's a good. We learn from our past, and I think watching this, and again, that's what I took from it. Science fiction is written so much more cleverly, with so much more quality and balance now. It's just I take that away, and that made me happy.
Okay, good. For the next ones, I think it's called Re-Entry Forbidden. Let me look. Re-Entry Forbidden. Eddie, this time round, might I suggest... Oh, hang on a second. My computer's doing a thing. Might I suggest that this week you watch it just before you visit a load of puppies? So that you can get over it a lot more easily. Yeah,
Or after you visit a load of puppies.
Do you know, at least last week's episode, the female character, that tragic end, spoiler alert, but there was an element she was strong, right? And it was, when the guys were trying to pick her up in the bar, it was kind of like, boy. Then she had to succumb to the kind of the hero. It's again, 70s TV shows. I made the mistake as well. Forces TV over here has started showing the last season of Policer. And I remember Policer as a kid and thinking, oh, that's great. I'm sitting watching that and it's the open credits come on. And I'm not going to go into what's in the open credits, but I think, my God, that and it's the Forces TV put up 70s TV script and dialogue of its time. Aye, definitely.
Very much so.
Definitely.
Well, essentially, she took pity on Ren because he was blitzed out of his mind,
Yeah.
drunk, and threw him in bed and let him sleep it off. Well, no, I'm sorry, he passed out.
Yeah.
She tried to tell him to get out. He was like,
Did you enjoy it, both of you?
No.
it was painful,
Okay, now that's interesting. You
especially what happened to her married lover. That was
yes, that's painful.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so next week is Re-Entry Forbidden. That's next week's Doom Watch. I
It's
can't
living
remember-
up to its name.
Yeah, it is. Like I say, this one seemed a little bit atypical in that there wasn't... The main threat of the week was sidelined completely. And it
Do we have an
became an
episode
argument
coming up,
over
Siobhan?
justice.
Do we have an episode coming up? Because that was like last week. The woman was absolutely mutilated. This week it was like she's gone, but Robert Powell gets his job back. It's just do women always end up becoming victims of this?
The first episode of Series 2 introduces a female character that I think she ends up being a regular. I'm not sure.
Good.
And I can't really go into any more of that because as you're going to be watching it for the first time, there's spoilers. So, yeah. I'll assume
Okay.
I don't
That's
know.
fair.
Yeah. So that. Now then, if anybody is watching this from the Blake 7 group on Facebook, I'm so sorry.
Blake 7, filmed in Space, Alabama.
My goodness.
Okay, we watched the Blake 7 episode Hostage, in which the first Roger Blake gets a message from the second shouty Travis, as proven in this episode. To meet him on a particular planet, he's got essentially Blake's lover hostage, or former lover.
Wait. Who's also
Actually,
the daughter of his uncle,
Yes.
which makes
his
her
cousin.
his first cousin.
Yes. John Ibaneri there.
Space
as does the
Alabama
uncle.
lives on.
With his droopy face. I like John Ibaneri. He's great in the Ambassadors of Death. Anyway, Blake has to go down there and rescue these people from Travis and his Crimmos, because they couldn't think of a better word. I'm sorry. This is a script by Alan Pryor, I think, and it's not the last one he does for Blake. For fuck's sake, for Blake 7. It was bad. The script was bad. The effects were bad. The direction was poor. This is the first complete
Avon
howler.
wasn't even snarky.
This was the first complete howler that basically, Well, no, Avon, you do see one side to Avon. The fact that he starts doing things behind the crew's back. For example, in this case, calling in Servalan.
Yeah. But then he relents and I have to go down.
Yeah. However, that's a thing that's going to come back. Avon being a sneaky git. Yeah. I don't have anything to say about this. If you can't say anything good about something, don't say anything at all. So, Eddie. I like the theme tune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Theme tune's good.
Yeah.
The closing credits are brilliant. Actually, Blake's cousin, right? So it's insinuated there was a relationship there, which I thought was a bit disturbing.
There's
But
a
I choose to go
full-on
that-
make-out kiss.
Well, by BBC
At the
standards
end.
of that year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That aside, at least she's the honourable character in this, and she's the one that
She is.
That's obviously
She is.
our father relents, but obviously he's been blackmailed
Well, yeah.
because she's been held hostage. The hostage thing kind of carries forward. I took from this around it was that it wasn't Avon being a sneaky get. I think it was Avon kind of counteracting the fact that Blake all throughout this season has been quite careless, focused. And again, I'll go back to the fact that he's in elements of here, his fixation with actually getting revenge parallels with Travis. That's starting to solve just now, but I think it's Avon's having to kind of do this to kind of counteract his recklessness. And it was the whole thing around it. He sent a message to Servalan to come here because it was to get him away there, and it was not to trap Blake, but it was to kind of get rid of Travis. So he's trying to think of counteract what Blake's doing and trying to sort it all out and go a different route. And obviously, with time's a wasting, and he has to go down there, and his conscience gets the better of him. So I see there's a little bit of growth there in terms of Avon as a character. That aside, that's all I can say. That's the only good things I can
Did you
say
enjoy
about
the
this
bit
episode.
where Travis goes and stands in the middle of the quarries and just goes, Crimmos! Crimmos! Oh, dear
And
God.
Crimmos-
That's
what a terrible
top-notch lunacy right there.
See, this is the
The-
thing.
the-
I mean, the basic criminals are psychotic criminals, basically, that have been employed by Travis. So they got mutos. We'll call them crimmos. Oh, for fuck's sake!
The outfit the Crimmos had on the cosplay
If
tip,
you-
some of those were very
it's a bit
Mortal
kinky.
Kombat-ish.
They're very kinky.
I
Very
like
Mortal
Mutoids
Kombat.
better.
Go up to one of them and say, "You my mummy." Go on, Brian. I know it's a sad disappointment, but we got to do it.
Blake's cousin is far more heroic than he is.
Yeah.
She
Four-legged.
saw through adversity and stuck to her principles. She's more heroic than her father, than Blake, and she stayed there on the planet to feed everyone and bring them into the rebellion.
Sorry, were you talking to me?
No, I'm just saying. I just think she could do better than Blake.
On that
yes.
as well, we're at the stage now where Jenna, you stay behind and look after the ship. I mean, that's.
Did you notice
I can
when-
see why.
The second after Blake kissed his cousin, Jenna got real clingy real fast. She got really pissed off cold at Blake and everyone else on that set.
Or it could just be that Sally Nivette was so pissed off with the script, she just glared at everybody during the making of this.
I mean,
I'm
you think
giving
the
her
last
the
3 episodes, she's got nothing
Her
to
due
do.
as an actress, you know. She brought that out of the character. I don't know. She could have been pissed off. At the
Big
script.
Finish have given her
I
a
was
chance
pissed off
to
at the
shine
script.
again,
Uh,
hopefully. Like I say, the Big
Avon-
Finish range is good.
I understand why he did it. Because Blake has been reckless. He has been really, shall we say, carefree with the crew's lives lately in this season. And he was gambling that Severland would get to Travis.
Sorry, who?
before Severland. Severland. Put it up.
It's going up. I'm sorry, but it's going up.
I'm asking for it.
You are. There it
Severland.
is.
Severland.
It's
Severland.
Serverland.
Whatever.
Fool of a took.
So
Everland. It sounds like
Serverland.
You would go for.
we get
Get your
Travis
discount servers at
aboard
Serverland.
the Liberator. Yeah, Serverland is actually a oil drone in the North Sea. That's its own kind.
Oh, no, that's
They're
Sealand.
using conditioned servers.
No, why didn't you just call... Oh, I'm sure we've done this before. Basically, a computer shop called Server LAN. There.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's my idea. And I'm saying this now. You try and use that, you'll see what happens. Okay,
And
carry on.
Travis
I'm
does his usual psychotic, crazy whatever.
That's my impression of Travis.
Standing in the
That's-
quarry
that's
yelling
old
Grimos.
I prefer Stephen Grief. Or
Yes.
Grief, or whatever he was-
Yes,
that's
Travis
sort of-
one was
There's
so
an
much
interesting
better.
big finish coming up with 2 Travises.
Oh,
Interesting.
It's the new box
Are
set.
they clones?
Yes, it's the Clone Master box set coming up. I'm quite looking
Nice.
forward to that, if I'm honest with you.
And then he strikes a deal with Serverland.
Well done, you. Have a lolly.
So yeah, he strikes a deal with her. I'll go after Blake. Give me all the resources I need.
Yes.
We won't mention it to anyone. Nobody'll know. It'll be fine.
Oh, it's going to get worse than it gets better.
All I need is Morgan Freeman going, it will in fact not be fine.
Yes.
This is going to blow up in his face and her face. There will be faces blowing up all over the
We're
place.
going to have to wait and see. I know what happens. Okay, next week's is Countdown.
Wait, there is one more thing.
I do apologize.
Avon, when he goes to Blake, no, Blake, leave me. After Avon takes a hit. That's really out of character for him.
No, actually, I'm all right, sir. It was just a slight flesh wound. In fact, nothing much at all. I can come with you.
Normally, he doesn't show weakness like that. And then he's right back to Avon character.
I get the feeling.
I think he said that line and realized how out of character that was for him.
Yeah, I get the feeling
And
that the
it's
script
like,
had
you
a
know,
ton
no,
of problems with this one.
we're rewriting this part right here.
It's-
We're doing this different.
Like I say, Alan Pryor does write, I think it's 2 more. I could be wrong, but they're not that good. This guy said, why do you come back to him? Damn it, wheel out Robert Holmes again. Yeah, so next week is Countdown, which, if I've remembered correctly, is an Avon Heavy story. And if I remember correctly, I might be wrong, but I think Duggan's in it. I could be up from City of Death. I could be wrong. Like I say, memory. So, yeah. Those are our complete and in-depth reviews for this week. If you
haven't
could
told
review
people
things
what
better,
happened
do
last
feel
night.
free to let us know. Dear me, email Dominic via Big
Email
Finish.
Dominic at
Big-
money.
Big Finish Intern dot. Oh, I'm sorry. We are. You know how chuffed we are for you. Now we've told you
know,
that, and you know about
absolutely.
it. We're going to take the piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It-
fair.
it is
Well,
gonna happen.
Really, yeah. It's inevitable.
Yep.
I understand
It's
that.
the law.
Fully embracing it.
No,
Oh,
quite right
cool.
too.
Oh,
Damn straight.
cool.
Oh dear. Ah dear. I did that last week, didn't I? Yes, I did.
Yeah.
There's something I meant to show you, but I can't remember what it was. God, I'm glad this is an episode with Spanky.
We have to talk about the RPG still.
Yeah.
Because
Also, time
there were
frac-
things that happened.
Also, Time Fracture, I believe, is
And
opened,
Time
and
Fracture.
people
Oh,
are
yes.
enjoying it. I would love to go and do it, but I have no idea how I can do it. So,
I can give you a somewhat decent review of it next weekend. Because I'm heading there on
Good.
Tuesday.
do me a favour, make it spoiler free.
Of course.
Thank you.
The pictures.
Well, that might be a bit.
I'm looking for. I'm looking for a new thing. Bit pricey, I've got to admit. I'm walking over, well, trying to get over to the shops and everything. So what I'm going to get is like a walker, wheels on, with a basket, but it's got a seat on top, so I can move along nice and smoothly, supported, and then stop and rest. Why didn't I think of this before? Bit pricey. I think the cheapest is 60 quid, and I'm a bit worried about if they take my weight, to be fair. But there we go. Yeah, so there was that. There's other things I meant to talk about. Things coming up. Hang on a second. Is it this week Jonathan's War Doctor set comes out?
Oh, it might well be. I'm not entirely sure. I'll check that for you right now.
Thank you. Because, believe me, that is a set that we here at the Flash and Blade, in me particular, is really looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to it very much. So.
Jonathan Carley, one of us, got to play the Doctor. The 9th Doctor, just to be clear. He twitches now every time. How many times have I seen that reaction from people?
Shouldn't it be the 10th? No, never mind.
No, come on. Let's just stop right there. So when was the invasion set? Hang on a second. Unit dating. No, not going to happen. Not going to happen. Mind you, Cornell did a good one when it came to unit dating, as in a new adventure called No Future, which she doesn't like, but I actually enjoy it, where he has the 7th Doctor to keep with what, having met him in 77 and 83 being retired, he has the 7th Doctor blank his brain out and causes the breakdown, leading to him leaving unit in time for 1977. Bit cruel, that one. Well, there we go. At least it solved unit dating, but that's New Adventures. So
There's no specific date for the War Doctor yet, so I don't know if it's next week or
Okay.
this week, but it says this month, and that's the best I can tell you.
yeah, I mean, I got on mine, but it's yeah. Trouble is, when you have it sort of coming up and whatever, they don't sort of put them in the order they're released.
Hey, we got 24 more days. We can wait.
Yeah, it's going to be one of them.
Oh, I've got
Yeah.
my Pip Tribunal coming up on, I think it's Tuesday.
Oh,
Oh,
fingers
congratulations.
crossed. Fingers
yes,
crossed.
very much fingers crossed. I need to get the higher.
Should we
rate.
go down with baseball bats?
From hell.
Talk to
No,
them a
no,
little
it's
bit?
being done virtually.
So,
I don't know, some sort of baseball emoticon or GIF. GIF or GIF? I know it's supposed to be GIF. It feels better saying
it's
GIF.
supposed to be GIF, but
GIF,
everybody
yeah,
goes with
as
with
GIF.
Yeah. GIF is. It's comfortable. GIF
It's a
is
G.
what SIF used to be.
Yeah.
GIF has a peanut butter.
Marathons. No, it's Snickers. No, it's not.
No,
it's
oh, it's
marathons.
marathons.
Marathon bars.
It's Opal fruits.
Made
It's
to make you
Opal
mouth
fruits,
water.
always as well. Absolutely.
What are they called nowadays? Opal? Oh, Starburst, isn't it?
Starburst.
Yeah.
I had a topic today. They're still called topics.
Was
So,
there a hazelnut in every bite?
There was indeed.
Hey, they don't lie.
I was going to say, is this week the week that Loki comes to Disney Plus as well?
Yeah,
I believe it
Wednesday.
started, yeah.
Wednesday.
Started?
Wednesday. Oh, it's Wednesday, is it? I thought the first
Wednesday.
episode was out.
No. Oh, don't say that. Gonna have to
No,
look
it's
now.
Wednesday.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so
Something to watch
Loki.
it.
In fact, several little recommendations we can give you.
Oh, it is Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. My bad.
Something to look
I
forward
think I just saw someone had an advanced review of it, and I assumed it was out.
I think it stars the Disney Plus channel does War of the Worlds, which frankly shouldn't really use that title, but it is a very good series. It's the first
Yeah.
series is up there. Watch it. They've called it War of the Worlds, but
Watched
it's
it on
not an
Fox.
adaptation of the book. They've done their own.
Is that
thing.
the one? Is that the European?
Yes,
co-production
it's
thing?
it's
So
it's
yeah, that was
European.
good.
It's
That was
French and it's English, and it just makes it have a very different feel to the typical Hollywood thing.
Yeah.
You know. So there's that. That's on. I say Stars. I think it is. MODOK. That's on Disney Plus. That's it's stop motion. It's a bit Robot Chicken, and better for it. I think. It's a bit of fun. Like you say, Loki's going to be on. Other things. We've mentioned Resident Alien before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Watched that,
Prime,
yeah.
isn't it?
That's
Amazon
one of
Prime.
those.
Resident
Yeah,
Alien.
sci-fi.
Now TV for us.
Oh, it's now TV for Resident Alien, was it?
Now TV.
Ah,
yeah,
okay,
Sky
okay.
One. It's in Sky.
Okay. But these
The
are all things
Nevers.
you can invest. Oh, the Nevers again. Yes. Which channel, please?
The Nevers is HBO Max.
So that's on now again. Now and again.
That's- Final
Um,
season of Kim's Convenience. We love that in this. Just Kim's Convenience is just gentle, good humour as well.
I've not heard
Brilliant.
of it, but
It's really
enough.
good. That's on Netflix. Showing the film. It's on Netflix now. It's final season. 5 seasons.
Oh,
Just an easy- just
one word
get a
about the
joke on.
Nevers. Don't do it at work. Don't watch it at work.
All right. Not suitable for the work environment.
It's HBO. It's got boobs.
Right. Something else we've watched this week, but I can't remember.
I don't
Couldn't
like
be that good.
YouTube.
I have to admit, I'm a little bit upset with Benji and Nick. They've released their new podcast about Bergerac, and they didn't ask the Jersey person they know to come
Oh,
and
come
talk
on, that's-
about it. Oh, what an oversight!
How could they?
That's
How dare.
terrible. How dare they? Dear me, I shall
Oh,
write to
Jo-
my MP.
Joe's podcast. She's
Oh,
doing an
Joe's
episode
Lunchtime
around
Theory.
the-
She's just done The Detectorist,
Yep.
hasn't he? Waiting for that to come out.
Oh, that's if you have never watched The Detectorist, I came across it in iPlayer.
I hope it's still there. I
A
might have a look.
sitcom about people who do the detector look for stuff in the beach and use metal detectors. And the only reason I watched it was because I really like Toby Jones. Toby Jones is in it. I'll give that. It's brilliant, but it's just it shouldn't work, but it does. Great show.
That's cool.
I watch that stuff on YouTube.
You see, boys and girls, we're giving you all these recommendations. There's no need to feel bored. Admittedly, by the end of it, you won't have the strength in your legs to keep walking. But, you know, there's plenty out there. There is, which is nice.
Just remember, when you get to a bridge too far, you have hit the Kane Hackman theory. It proves everything. You can stop watching TV.
Okay, you're going to have to explain this a bit. That was a bit vague.
Have you ever seen a movie called PCU?
No.
Okay. You're going to need
Another
to watch.
recommendation.
Oh, that's a big recommendation.
PC.
That's just a night when you got a beer, you got some time to kill.
Don't drink.
Okay. That's some night when you got some time to kill some brain cells and you just
Where
don't
are you
need to
there?
pay attention that much.
Okay, but what's it got to do with The Bridge Too Far?
It's a thing in the movie.
Okay, thank you very much. I've seen The Bridge Too Far. Trouble is, I can't
Yeah,
really
because-
watch war documentaries or war films because of, as I've mentioned, the sound of a shell coming in, the hyper whistle, which sort of goes down in scale, and my dog freaks.
Well,
So-
there's a student in it that has a theory that at any point in time, you can find a Michael Caine movie or a Gene Hackman movie on TV. A Bridge Too Far has them both. It proves his theory. He can stop watching thousands of hours of TV and get up. Except he now has pins and needles.
That's deep.
Mm-hmm.
That's very deep. I mean, it's wrong, but it's deep. If you start thinking like that, and then end up watching a lot of stuff, all right, fair enough, it's fiction. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud now. Getting a train of thought. Thought. Yes, what have I got coming up this week? I've got the Pip Tribunal. On Tuesday, I have, which I'm a bit nervous about, but the thing is, I'm doing it over video. So, essentially, it's what I'm doing now. Which means, I haven't had all the stress and agony of actually getting out there physically. I'll be a bit nervous, but I'll be in a lot better state than I would be normally. Also, I've got a friend coming around. We're trying to sort out through all my stuff to give some stuff to charity. There'll be an awful lot. I don't know how I'm going to get it to them, to be honest.
Sometimes they'll come and pick it up.
Some do,
They'll
some
collect
don't.
it. Yeah.
Some do, some don't. There's other stuff as well. Hang on a moment. I'm sure there's more stuff happening this week, but I've forgotten. I don't know. Something's happening.
Let Adam know about Saturday.
Who's the GM here?
I'm going to make an at everybody post, but you
Send
know
him-
how often he's
Send
on
him a
Discord.
Facebook message.
He's not on my Facebook.
Why
I
not?
don't have him. He's not friended on my Facebook. Sorry.
Adam J. Purcell.
Yeah, he's not on my Facebook.
You're going to have to make it so.
I'm just going to post in Discord at everyone. Remember, the RPG is now this Saturday
I will make a special phone call to him. I want to find out his holiday
because
went
the
anyway.
19th would be Father's Day, and yeah, I'm not going to do anything.
Father's Day here as well.
Hang on, the 19th. Is that next Sunday?
That's a week from this coming
A week
Saturday.
on Sunday.
A week Sunday. So the Spanky Sunday.
No,
In 1 week's time or 2 weeks' time?
2 weeks time. That the Saturday will be the 19th.
Right. That explains that because of the whole role-playing thing. Eddie's talking about Father's Day in Britain. which
Father's
is the
Day will
20th.
be the 19th of June,
Okay.
which is the following week.
We have Father's Day on a Sunday over here.
We do.
It's the 20th.
We do.
It's either the 19th or the
Americans do
20th.
things funny.
It's that weekend.
I have to
don't-
admit, I don't
No,
like Father's and Mother's Day.
But I do, and Sean, if you're still there, it is definitely Sunday the 20th.
Okay, up the
The
20th.
20th.
Okay, Bumpy has chimed in that it is the 20th.
You see,
So-
year I got,
Should
Should I
my
get some-
son also watch this?
Yes.
I'm gonna be in town. I'm gonna need maybe some food, something to eat, maybe
go fishing, throw beads at people, take your clothes off,
Something
go
like
swimming.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
The closest lake to me is not. Let's put it this way: that substance that people think is water at that lake
Yeah.
can drive our cars across.
amongst other things,
the
I got
summer.
this last year. It needs a Joe Grant to go with it, Sean.
Good
It
grief!
needs a Joe Grant.
However, you're going to have to get the right Joe Grant figure. That's Pertwee from Green Death, and I'd need to double check. What's he got ready? Has he got a bow tie? or has he got a little necktie?
Necktie on.
Okay, Green Death.
Necktie.
So you need to get a Green Death Joe Grant, or closest to, which might be 3 doctors. Don't know. I don't know what they do.
I think I might just get a steak, cook it up.
Oh,
want
I
that as
haven't
well.
had steak in so long. Believe me, when we go to Hooverville, because we're eating out, I will
You're
be
getting
eating
a steak. You're getting a steak.
Oh, damn straight.
September 4th.
God damn it! Now I want to go to Hooverville.
It's
Trouble is, I
British
don't know
steak,
what
though.
the restaurants are like
You'd
around
be
there.
seriously disappointed.
I'd
just get a-
compare the two.
You'd be a British steak is not the same as an American prime steak.
That's one of the things I would go to America for. That, and there was something else. Steak and... Can't remember.
Our cheeseburgers don't come in cans.
Neither do ours.
Are you sure?
Yes?
Okay.
When Sean was a little boy, we went to Florida, and we went to a steakhouse, and he got ribs, and the guy said, "So you want the half stack?" No, I want the full stack. You will never eat a full stack of ribs. Never tell my boy, even as a child, that he can't do anything. He devoured them. And I think he probably didn't eat for 3 days afterwards, but he ate that stack of ribs.
I am sensing a theme with your children. We've got Jack and his chicken nuggets and his abilities where those are concerned. We've got Sean and steak.
Steak and ribs. Oh, he loves his ribs.
So the thing about
should
steak
really
is you've got to have a
send
nice
you-
steak. You need to have chips, proper chips, not really fries, but chips. But fries is the thing, Mushrooms, because mushrooms are nice. And fried egg. Preferably 2. One on top of the steak, one on top of the chips.
I should really send you a dinosaur barbecue rub for ribs and some of their sauces.
That you'd have to talk to Eddie about. I don't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a new cooker. Did I mention that last week?
Oh, good.
Yes.
All right.
You mentioned it.
Shut
But
up now.
is it all set up?
I haven't used it
getting
yet.
used.
I haven't.
I was going to ask that.
I'm
Siobhan,
waiting
in
to
the
get
RPG,
paid. So
how's your husband? That's the same look she gave me yesterday.
You are so
In the
very
art-
lucky that Spanky's coming on next week, and that as a result, I had to find something suitable for a non-Hui person to watch.
They were
Because
talking
of
to
Git
an
face
NPC, and they're going back and forth, and he invites the lady and her husband, because there's only 2 people there, in.
I'm not
Would
married
you and your
to
husband
Spanky.
like to come in?
What did he come up with? It wasn't. I wasn't his wife. Was his mother?
Sainted Mother.
So, that's right. Yes. Yeah, there's
My
the Star Wars
sainted
RPG.
mother has never been married.
The Star Wars RPG last night was very good. We didn't get much done, but it was very good. We welcomed Retta to the group. That's Bopey in
May
chat.
God
there.
have mercy on her soul.
And she was absolutely superb. We didn't have Adam, we didn't have Hex, so it was basically just Spanky and me going out into the wild blue yonder.
And trying to thermo detonate a church.
That wasn't me. That was Spanky, and he was insisting on doing it even though he didn't have a thermal detonator. It's as if something tripped somewhere in his... What are you doing, Eddie? I'm going to throw up in a moment.
You see my boy? He's out in the garden pacing back and forward. I don't know if he can hear us, but the dog's got him trained, throwing the ball. Don't know if
Hang
you
on,
can see.
is he not watching the show now?
Does he not have ribs? We need
Is
to
he a
get him
mollusk?
some ribs.
Your absence has been noted.
Sean, do you need emergency ribs?
Brian says you need emergency ribs. Yeah, you hungry? Do you want ribs for tea?
I want something to eat now.
Yes.
I'm going to have pizza.
I made Red hungry with my talk of dinosaurs. Oh.
Yeah, we'll do.
Oh.
We'll do. What's it? We got 2 nights of eating out. So Friday night, Saturday night. I think there needs to be steak on both nights. I think because I don't have steak. I just don't. And if I cook it at home, It's just not the same.
You're at a con. This is totally acceptable.
I know. The joy of it is I should have the money for
See, that's the
it.
thing. The breakfast is included when we're all over.
And it's an eat all you can.
In America, you get steak for breakfast. I mean, you go to these buffets things.
No, we don't. No, we get waffles.
It was Sizzler. I went to Sizzlers when I was over there, and it was like they had ice cream, jelly, steak, sausages. It was everything you
All in
wanted.
the same
It was like
plate.
We
breakfast,
usually got
if you wanted.
when we went to cons, it was maybe a donut, maybe toast, bowl of cereal, possibly make your own waffle stuff.
We went to Sizzlers every morning. It was across the road from our hotel, a Great Western Hotel, and it was like all you could eat for like $3-4.
Oh yeah,
What's it? The Staggering Stories lot, when they've gone to the Gallifrey conventions, they swear by Denny's.
yeah. Denny's.
Denny's Diners.
Denny's is good. Apart
Denny's
from the one
is,
in Glasgow,
however,
which is closing.
Perfect at between the hours of 1 a.m. and 4 a.m.
Hey, why is this, Brian?
because you get drunk people. It's a wonderful cross section of the world at this point in time.
Including a load of people from a Doctor Who convention.
Yeah, think about it.
Drunk
They're out
people.
drinking.
Oh, I
There's a
am.
Who convention. People come in.
Paco, do you remember Crystal
Exactly.
City for Otakon when there was no place
Yes,
to eat?
I do. Yes, I do. We went to Crystal City in, where is it? Maryland? No, I want to say Virginia, something like that.
Got a
for
place there?
convention.
Go fishing? Throw beads at people?
No,
Take clothes
None
off?
of
Go
that.
swimming? Okay.
I want
What?
to go to a fun place. Why can't I go to a fun place? I'm poor.
You're going to Time Fracture.
yeah.
I can't go to Time Fracture.
You're going to
Yeah.
Time Fracture and you work for Big Finish. We
This
don't want
week.
to hear it, young man.
The one time I complain, and I'm instantly humbled. Instantly.
Oh, handbag!
God.
Where did
I
that
just
come
want to
from?
go to Virginia too. I want to go to
I've never
Virginia.
been to a convention.
Why do you want to
I've
go to
never been one.
America? You've met an American. Look, there he is. That's all you need.
Let me explain conventions to you. You go to a con, you find the nearest place with a dollar menu, and you live there.
Yeah, that's a bit difficult in London.
It is. to be
Exactly.
fair, yes.
The Crystal City we went to Retta, her husband, and 10 of our closest personal friends went to and shared 2 hotel rooms that weekend. And we found a McDonald's within walking
Oh,
distance.
you poor things.
We did have a choice.
Yeah, I know. I hate it when it's like that. I won't use McDonald's. Just won't. But if there's no other choice.
Just remember, at a con, you spend most of your money in the dealer room.
No, I normally don't have money when I go
Where
to a
they-
con.
Okay.
It'll be different this year, which is
We
a bit
did.
of a worry,
Uh,
quite frankly.
We did. So on the dollar menu, they had a large fry, which could feed a
One
family
large
of 4.
fry. Just one very large one.
Well, it was about
The
this
enormous
big,
potato.
the enormous fries
Right.
that could feed a family of 4,
Righty-ho.
and a 64-ounce vat of soda, all on the dollar menu.
So, the obesity crisis in America, how's that going?
Oh yeah, it's
So we've got one over here as well. I'm not in a position
Yeah.
to criticise.
it's a weekend of abusing yourself.
But
Mentally,
don't you do that normally
physically.
during the week?
No. Mentally,
I
physically,
meant a sex thing
emotionally.
joke.
The vat of Coke, yes.
Are we talking
Not-
secretariat again? Sorry.
Not the white stuff.
Okay.
It was. We took a bus down. Never again.
You took it down. How do you do it? Just sort of wrap a wire around all 4 wheels so it tripped up when it tried to move.
You put a grappling hook on the
Yeah.
rear axle,
Yeah.
tie it off,
All right.
so that when it drives away, plonk.
Genius. Absolutely genius.
Yeah.
What happens if it's a front-wheel drive vehicle?
Doesn't matter. As soon
Just
as the
keeps
axle
going.
is disconnected, it'll pull away, but the axle will be gone.
Be worth a bit of money, though, wouldn't it? Sell
Yeah,
that axle to
maybe.
somebody. You can need help, though, lifting it.
Possibly.
Yeah. That's good. It's nice to see you sort of being, entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
So I got a
Yeah,
street light that
Otakon
keeps going
98.
out and on and out and on.
We developed our survival strategy.
I want steak now.
I want to go to the con.
Steak?
Steak. Like I say,
Steak?
if I fry it at home, I will slap the back of your legs, young man. If you cook it at home, you have your frying pan really hot to try and get it brown. What do you mean, no? It normally comes out grey if you don't put it on hot.
I have recipes. I can send them to you. You have a new stove. Break it in.
That's true. That is very true.
Stop
And
it.
I bet Jingles has been doing some steak stuff as well. He's got a separate new channel now, At Home with the Old Man or something like that.
See, now I want steak.
Yeah, you
because
see,
been watching-
Brian,
Yeah.
why have you done this to us?
We all want steak.
Yes, goddamn! If there's any steak producers out there, we're happy to
Would,
advertise your
if you
wares.
would like a free plug on the Flashing Blade, please send us steak. Any steak houses,
Proper
any
American
restaurants
steak.
that want to deliver, we're here. We will plug you.
Yep.
Quid
It's
pro
bad.
quo.
It's bad because I've been watching too much. I've been watching too much Hell's Kitchen as well, and that's been like, it's a dirty vice, I know, but Is
I
C7
personally love Good Eats.
good eats.
Good Eats on the cooking channel.
See, we don't get that here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I learned to cook watching this
You
show.
watch food porn, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was on for 15 years, and it taught me everything I know about cooking.
I bet the best
Oh
thing
my
you've ever
God.
seen is the Nigella Cooks series.
Oh,
You-
now,
you-
now to be fair,
Trust me.
I do
think
think
Brian's
will-
ready for that. Brian's
I-
not ready
You
for
don't
that.
think it's
He's not
ready? I
for
mean,
Nigella
food,
Lawson.
food porn.
I'm not ready
plus
for
Nigella
Nigella
Lawson.
Lawson. It's Nigella Lawson. I mean, come on, a man
I'm
can
fair-
only take so much.
I'm fairly sure that Nigella Express in 2006 was my awakening of something.
After drinking the vat of Coke and eating the fries that could feed a family of 4, I don't think my heart could handle Nigella Lawson.
Oh my god, she was just still great. Something.
Can't stand her father.
Oh, Nigel Lawson.
Former
Imagine-
Chancellor of the Exchequer, I believe.
Yes,
For
indeed.
Thatcher! Or it could have been Major. I'm not sure which. One of them.
I think it was Thatch.
Yep.
Was he
Sear
the one
the
who
steak
hang
on
on,
both
no,
sides
that
and
was
put it
Geoffrey
in the
Howe.
oven.
So one of them stood up and gave a devastating speech that brought Thatcher down.
That was Howe. Jeffrey Howe.
It was Geoffrey Howe.
Jeffrey, yeah.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, you get history on this channel. Is Gordon Ramsay as muss of an A33 hole in the UK as he appears in the US?
Oh,
First
yes.
things first, let's look at this sentence and try and translate it.
He's censoring it to be acceptable to a wider audience.
He does it, yeah, it's accentuated, but I think he probably is a bit like that in the kitchen. Yeah, basically. He got trained by a chef called... Oh, I can picture him. Oh, I can see his face. But anyway.
Yeah, French chef. Yeah.
Yeah, and when he was being trained, this chef made Gordon Ramsay cry. Except the chef turned around and said he made the choice to cry. So basically, he got brought up hard as well.
You know, want to know my greatest fear in life?
Giant robotic dinosaurs?
Nope.
Valid.
I have those.
That's true, you do.
Going out to eat on a Tuesday
Mm-hmm.
and seeing Gordon Ramsay peering out from the kitchen.
Oh,
That's when you walk up and say, can I have a
Because-
fried egg with this?
You know exactly what that means on a Tuesday, don't you?
oh no.
Tuesday's
hearing
the
all
bad
sorts.
day.
You'll be having all sorts of things from the kitchen. It's like, it's wrong! Run it back! Get out!
Well, that's before. Tuesday is before he fixes everything.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
when it's still a nightmare.
It's still not good. It's still not good.
I'm scared now.
Uh-huh. Now you know my fear.
Right. Okay.
I think if you just see him there, just walk out and don't come back until like 3 days
Say-
are gone.
If
Hi,
you want to
Mr.
get
Ramsay.
thrown
How
out,
long until you're in charge?
if you want to get thrown out of a Ramsay restaurant and he's there, it's something
Go up
they
and
did
talk
this,
to
they
him.
did this thing, was it a celebrity thing where the celebrities would cook and they had an open restaurant for other people to come in. So celebrities would come and get a free meal, basically. And one of them, Vic Reeves, decided he wanted a fried egg on his stuff.
Remember what?
And Ramsay wasn't having it, and he threw the bloke out. Oh, dear.
Kitchen Nightmares, I believe. No, Hell's Kitchen in America. When they're doing the whole competition thing, 2 teams in the kitchen at his restaurant. When the customer comes up to him to complain about the food,
Brave.
and
Or
he
foolish.
just goes off on them. Yeah, don't do that.
I mean, it's a different thing if you're paying for the food.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can tell them something's wrong with it.
Have
but
you
don't
seen him
go
going up
yell at
against the
Gordon
Swedish chef?
Ramsay in his own fucking restaurant.
Oh,
Yes.
God, pay to see that.
Oh, it's
Oh,
on
it's
YouTube.
on
It's on YouTube.
Right, that's
Ramsay
getting
versus the Swedish chef.
Yeah. It's worth a view.
I think the Swedish chef wins.
I hope so.
How could you not? Who's the
I know.
Swedish?
I mean, he's been cooking longer than Ramsay.
He should be done pretty soon. Right, we're going away on that awful joke. Right, next week, Resurrection of the Daleks, a big finish, hopefully. What's it? Re-entry forbidden, and Countdown, which I'm probably going to watch any second. Where have I put the closing titles? Ah, there we are. That's nice. Just underneath Goat. You'd love to see Paco face off against Ramsay, Bopey.
No.
Yes, I'd
No.
like to see that too. Can this be arranged? Boys, can we arrange this?
Gordon Ramsay, if you're watching this.
Well, we know he does.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
I concede.
Awkward pause time.
Tomas.
Time for an awkward pause.
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and love and happiness are well worth fighting for. They're well worth fighting for.
Insert end credits here. Insert John Levine joke here. Steak.